Okay, so basically, McKenna made me watch Attack on Titan Season 3, Parts 1 and 2.
We literally finished, like, the whole thing. Well, like, we finished the first part yesterday.
Yeah.
In, like, one day, and then we finished the second part today, and we literally spent the whole day today just watching the second part of Season 3.
Yeah, but it was hype.
It was.
What do you think about Attack on
I
Titan?
really like Attack on Titan Season 3.
I thought it was terrible.
Oh, okay.
No, it was good.
Okay.
So the first thing you notice about this season is that it just looks like so much better than the other ones. Like it already looked like fine, but now it just looks like really good, you know?
I feel like, so like the first part of Season 3, I feel like it's interesting because they're not just fighting the Titans, they're fighting humans also.
Yeah, for part 1, there's less of the Titan battles and more just like politics.
Yes, like something to relate to, like when Armin said we're not like killing these people because they're like bad or something. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said we're just killing them because they have different views than us or something.
Yeah, the conflict of it is more like just humans versus humans.
Yes.
Like there's the scouts fighting against the people hunting them down, and like the political battle against the government. There's a lot of like emotional decisions or like consequences from it, like when Armin has to shoot that guy.
Yeah.
And he's like
It was
sad
a
after
girl.
it. Yeah, that stuff was cool. There's also a lot more focus in the first part, and also just in Season 3 in general, on just like answering questions about the world.
Yeah.
So the first few episodes focus on like the government goes after the scouts. It's like they say that like Erwin murdered some people and the scouts are being bad.
Yeah.
But
it's
because the scouts are trying to like reveal the secrets. And so
then,
like there's like a hype politics in this, like
it's hype.
In the stuffs about Erwin, where he gets arrested and plans like a military coup against the government. The part where when he's like on trial in front of the government people and he's about to get executed, like they say that he's gonna get executed. And
but then he's smiling.
He smiles.
That was.
And then the girl walks in, or she runs in, and she's like, "We're getting attacked by the Titans."
Yeah. I just love the part where they show him smiling, and it's like all like ooh.
And I was like, at that part, I was like, "This must be his plan. This is Erwin's master plan."
Can we talk about like the the fight scenes with Levi in like the beginning of Season 3 are really cool. Like I showed you like an edit of it.
Okay.
Do you want me to show it to you
No.
again? But like, I just think they're pretty neat.
That was hype.
It was. And how he was like going through the like way they animated him going through the city and stuff, and it's like ooh twisty, and it's like.
Also, I don't know if they said this at that part, but they say like the weapons that the people hunting them down
are designed for killing humans.
Yeah, they're designed for killing the scouts.
Yeah.
Because they're like the shotguns.
Yeah. And then like I feel like that plan they had with like Armin and John, like being Eren and Historia's body doubles was cool. I also feel like it's funny like how like every time they like switch John and Eren a lot, and like every time they switch they're both like we look nothing alike.
Yeah. The scene that I was talking about earlier when Erwin smiles reminded me of like a scene in the first episode of Evangelion where Gendo, he's like he's listening to all the military people talk. He's planning on releasing the Eva with Shinji in it, and everyone's like, this has no chance of working.
Yeah.
But then he smiles under his hands because he's doing the thing, and they show him smile. It's like the smile that says like, if this fails, there is no way humanity is going to survive, but at the same time, it is the only way, so it has to work.
Yeah.
And that's what the smile says. And yeah, Eren and Historia both get taken away. They both, well, like after the part where they try to not get taken away, but then they end up getting taken away.
Also, Sasha was like, Armin, and then she was like, oh, I mean...
Yeah.
So, Like, when I first saw that, before I knew they were, like, being body doubles, I thought that, like, that was just, like, a joke that Sasha, like, mixed up Armin and Historia. Because that's, like, a joke that needs to happen, because they look, like, really alike.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke, too.
Yeah.
But then you said, But, like, they have the plan to, like, have Historia and Eren not get taken away, but then they get taken away anyways.
Yeah.
They go to, like, the ice crystal place.
Ginger ale and it's not alcohol.
They go to, like, the crystal place, and there we learn about Historia's family and Historia's history and the history of the Titan. So we learn, like, how there's, like, a founder Titan or something, and it gets passed down through the heroine. But, yeah. So it seems like Eren getting eaten is, like, the best option. It's like Historia is going to become, like, the god thing.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna eat Eren, and then she's gonna control the Titans and, like, kill them. Then Historia's like, she has a big think moment.
Yeah, she does.
And she asks the real question.
She's like, why in the 100 years have our family not killed the Titans and saved humanity?
Then she makes the decision to, like, go against that. She, like, breaks the heroin syringe.
And she literally, like destroys her dad. Like she flips him over or something. I just feel like that whole scene of Historia is just, like, I love it. And, like, when, like, she was like, shut up, Eren, stop crying. That was really... And, like, she said, I'm starting to hate humanity. And she was like, I am humanity's biggest enemy.
At this point, or somewhere around this point, we also learn more about what happened with Eren.
Wait! There is one more moment from the Historia thing that we forgot to say. So she starts thinking of Ymir, like, about how, like, a moment before she says, it's just a hope of mine that you'll start living a life that you're proud of. And then, like, she knocks it away. But the other thing that I actually wanted to talk about is, like, she like, when Eren was like, no, I'm useless, I want to die. She said, she was thinking of Ymir again. And then she said, when people are, like, saying that they're, like, worthless or something, I want to come to their rescue no matter who it is or what. And, like, I really like that.
I'm pretty sure at this point we learn more about Eren. Like, they show, like, I don't think they show the full flashback yet, but they show, like, flashes of Eren's dad being like, you have to avenge your mother, heroine. But they don't show, like, him getting eaten yet. And at this part in the story, I thought it was like the theme was kind of changing, like the message of the story. Because, like, before in seasons 1 and 2, it was very different. It was like, just
kill the Titans.
It was, yeah, and because of that, the message was basically just like humanity can go against any struggle and win, right?
Yeah.
But now we learn that they could have beaten the Titans
like
with the stuff they have, but the reason why, like at this point in the story, I thought the reason why they didn't destroy the Titans was like it seems like the God Titans, since they know about the history of the world, they see they realize what all the wars are, right? All the wars in the past, and they want to keep humanity in the walls to keep peace, and that's why they don't kill all the Titans. But we learn later that's not really what happened.
Yeah.
I just thought that's what it was, but it seems like the message it was sending was like something about how you should have hope that humanity will continue to be peaceful or something.
Yeah.
Because like at this point in the story, I wasn't thinking there were like more humans outside the walls. Historia's dad licks the heroin off the ground, and he turns into the big ass Titan. So yeah.
Levi, are you really about to go after that big ass Titan?
So in earlier seasons we had the Colossal Titan, the Armored Titan, the Female Titan.
We have Eren.
We got the Monkey Titan.
Yeah.
Now we have the
The
big
big
ass
ass.
Titan. This seems like it's gonna be the big climax of the part.
The big ass Titan?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's like it's crawling along the ground towards whatever city it was.
Yeah.
But then they have like a plan to beat it. Like it climbs up the wall, and it shows that its face and like the bottom of its stomach are just ripped off. And I was like, oh yeah, that does make sense. If it was dragging itself along the ground like that would probably happen.
Yeah.
And then it like so everyone's in the city's like scared, and its guts like spill down over the wall. The plan to beat it kind of like just goes perfectly. like they had all the cannons outside, which was cool. I was like, yes, cannons, guns, shoot, bang bang.
I don't know why this like movie kind of like, but like I thought it was cool how they like showed those like 3 random childs, and then Eren was
Children.
like, children, and like Eren was like, Armin, don't these kids kind of remind you of us? But then Eren was like, the difference is, Armin said this. Or Eren said this. Which one said it?
You were saying it was Armin at first. Yeah, you were correct. It was
Armin said, the difference is we're here as soldiers or something.
Yeah, he was like,
that.
there are actually soldiers on the wall prepared to fight against the Titans.
Yeah. And it showed like the kids getting scared and like start to run away just like they did when they were younger. But then Eren was like,
yeah, he shoves a bunch of like explosives into the mouth of the Titan. It's like, yes, boom, boom, big explosion, and they have to like slice up all the exploded bits of the Titan.
And then Historia.
But it's hype because of Historia.
Yeah.
Is she wants to become queen, and
but like she knows that like the people aren't just gonna accept some random ruler, so she's like, I gotta show them that I am worthy, and then she's like,
because before this it was kind of realistic in that like after the military takeover the people were like, this is kind of sketchy. Like what the old king was better, even though like he wasn't the real king or whatever, but Historia's like, I need to slice up the things and then be like, she slices up the thing and then she lands on the ground and she's like, I'm the queen, and I'm really cool, so you should accept me.
Yeah, and she was like, I am Historia Reyes and I am the true ruler of the wolves.
Yeah.
Okay, and like this might be like kind of too far in the future, but are we gonna talk about how good Historia looks in her like queen outfit? Okay. Are we gonna talk about that? Because someone has to say something.
You can talk about that.
I think I just... Historia with the crown and the thingy and the bun. It's just, I love that. That's all that needs to be said.
So this is the part where I was really like, wow, Historia is really cool.
She is amazing.
The big battle kind of goes like really like just perfectly, you know? So it's not like as satisfying as like a normal like battle in this show would go, where like a bunch of people die or whatever.
Wait, are you talking about the first part of season 3 still?
Yeah, with Big Ass Titan. Like the final battle literally takes like just that one episode.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was 2 episodes. But it's just like, it's still really satisfying how they just like instantly win, because like this isn't like the real threat, I guess. It's just some random guy who's like, I wanna do this stuff. But after that we get like, I think it's after we get the part where Levi finds Kenny. Kenny's dying, and then we get Kenny's backstory where he was like with the Titan people.
The king.
Yeah.
Or someone who was supposed to be king. I'm not really sure.
What I'm thinking about is like
Kenny's backstory.
When he goes to like the church or whatever it is, and there's all the people in the white robes, and they're like listening to whoever the God Titan is speak.
Yeah. I thought it was cool how like when Frida came, and like she had like the memories like now, and like Kenny said, one look at her and I knew he was there.
Yeah.
I think it was cool how they showed like the eye things with whoever became the Founding Titan. I also really like Kenny's speech. Like, everyone's a slave to something. Everyone had to be a slave to something in order to keep pushing on. And then he said, I wonder which one you are, or something.
And, like, Levi remembers that in the second part, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That quote happening again.
He was, like, doing that when, like, he was, like... This is when he was, like, the Erwin... But, like, I feel like this is too early to start talking about that. Yeah.
So, after that, we get... Just like
another day for the
there's 2 episodes that are just like chill.
It's so cold.
And it's like the preparation to retake the wall.
Oh my gosh, the meat episode.
Yeah. Sasha went off in that scene. She really good character development for Sasha there.
Yeah. But and then Eren and John. That was really funny.
Yeah, when they're just like punching each other, they're too tired to keep going.
And they're like, why is no one stopping us?
Because Mikasa said like, don't stop them. And then you can see her smiling in the background of that scene.
Then Levi comes in and kicks both of them.
But more importantly...
Oh, what's the important part?
They meet the commander or trainer guy that trained them because he knew Eren's dad.
Oh, we're talking about
The story of the trainer guy, how he was in the scouts and he became like the leader, and then people were like, Erwin's way better than you, and then he left. That stuff was cool.
Yeah.
But
like
then
he said, I realized I was not special.
Yeah, he realized he was a side character. The important part of this was like, even though I really liked his story, we also learned like exactly what happened with Eren's dad and turning Eren into a Titan.
Yeah.
Because he leaves the scouts like the day of the attack. That's what it seems like. He meets up with Eren's dad. And then Eren's dad is like, I'm gonna go do something.
Yeah. And then he's like, what if your child isn't special? And then like he's like, this is my child. Step back, side character.
Yeah. Before this happened, I was kind of confused at like the timeline of how Eren became a Titan, because like I thought he became a Titan, like his dad turned into a Titan, and then his dad left because like in the first episode of the entire show, they show his dad leave, and then his dad just never comes back, you know? Like, they don't show him again. But then they show his dad getting eaten in those flashes, and so I was like, wait, so Eren turned into a Titan and ate his dad, but then his dad was still there? This doesn't add up. But after this, I was like, oh.
It's fun
his
seeing
dad...
someone else go through the journey of confusion of watching this for the first time.
Oh, his dad came back. That also is a thing that can happen. Yeah. But they just didn't show it in the first episode. So. And then the commander guy like took Eren back to the shelter.
Yes.
Which is why Eren doesn't know this happened.
Yeah. In season 1 though, like when they just showed those like flashes of like Eren saying something like, ever since mom died you went crazy or something like that, it just looked like some traumatic experience of like a torture scene or something. But like then we realized what it actually is later. It's Eren getting
and Eren's dad says like, gotta avenge your mom.
Yeah, Venture.
Yeah, and then he gets eaten. He gets munched on.
Munch, crunch. Do you think that was Eren's dad's intention, though, to get munch crunched on?
Yeah, because
I'm just making sure.
He wants to, like, pass on,
exactly.
like, the powers or whatever.
That's what I thought. Are we talking about the second part of season 3?
No, there's one more thing. The last...
You just have Historia in all caps.
The last scene that happens is, like, all the scouts, they're, like, prepared to take back Wall Maria. I'm like, yes! Like, it's returning to... like the goal they had since season 1.
I love how like they got like a sent up, like they started, like the people started cheering for the scouts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were like, the scouts have never gotten this before.
Yeah.
But then they all died.
And then like Sasha and Connie are like.
Then we get to part 2. So the first thing I want to say is, I think this opening, part 2 opening, is like my least favorite opening. You know.
Oh yeah.
All the other openings have like at least like a section, a good long section of the song that I like.
But like then the second part of season 3, it's kind of just like, da da da.
Yeah.
It's not that hype. I mean, it's like a hype, but like
it's just like a worse version of the season 1 opening, like the first opening. Because there's like some similar rhythms in it, but then it just doesn't hit as hard.
Yeah.
It's like especially coming after first opening of this season.
You couldn't use this opening to get like hype for the battles.
Yeah, it doesn't feel emotional. It's like it just sounds like very basic hype, and then it doesn't have a good melody. So
did the season 4 opening get released?
So the main plot in this season is like the big payoff to everything that the show has been building to. It's taking back the land that they lost in the first episode.
Yes.
And they also go to the basement finally. But they seal up the wall like instantly. And it's like, wow, that was way too easy. And they say that in the show.
Yeah.
And then, oh no, it's a trap. We've been trapped. The Monkey Titan has shown up.
Oh wait, no. Oh, sorry.
Most of the scouts are like trapped outside because the Monkey threw a rock. He threw a rock.
Monkey rock.
They're trapped outside with the horses, so they like can't do anything. He's like, they can't run away on the horses because the Titans have formed a circle, a semicircle.
Titan circle.
And the rest of them are inside, like fighting Reiner and Reiner's buddy. I did like how like just the strategy that Reiner and his buddy had. Like and Reiner was inside the wall. He was like in a barrel outside the city, and then when the the Monkey throws him in. I was like, wow, that's
Monkey Barrel Colosso Titan.
I was like, wow, this is tactics. This is strategy right here. So almost everyone dies. The suicide charge that happens, it's like Erwin's his last Erwin moment.
The suicide charge thing though, that's like one of like my favorite moments of the whole show.
Yeah. It's like they literally cannot do anything else.
Yeah.
Because like if they leave the horses, then like they're not gonna get out
like,
anyways.
It's no better than just trying to like hide.
Yeah, because like if they leave the horses, then they're gonna die anyways, and it's just gonna be worse. But since they have the horses, they need to like at least try to charge against the monkey.
Yeah. I also like, okay, so a few moments before this, like the moment where like they first realize that the rocks are being thrown, and it's like Levi standing right there, and then it just goes into slow motion. I'm not sure if you can really, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And like it's like slow motion, and like the rocks, like Levi's just like staring at it.
Yeah, and they like go past
Yeah,
him.
that's like one of my favorite things also. And then I also like the moment where like they show like the rocks being thrown, and then like it's like a bunch of like red and
Yes,
like
I was gonna talk about that. You reminded me. When all the rocks hit the buildings, it's like they could have just made like the generic dust effects coming up.
Yeah, but they didn't do that.
But they added the red mist into it because like
that's just
and it's like it just makes it like even more gruesome.
Yeah, and it's like
shows what's happening.
Are you gonna talk about like twisty hair guy who like he said something like he's like, oh,
I might say that later, but Levi attacking the monkey was like hype. Like that was some good animation.
It was. Oh my! I was waiting for you to say something about that.
Like he just slices off all the limbs. And then he could have killed the guy, but then that weird looking Titan.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Like weird for Titans. Long face man.
Long face man. Okay, the moment where like he's like, ha ha ha, perfect game, and then like he's like, what's this? All my Titans have been killed, and then Levi's just like, oh, and he like comes out of the smoke, and he's like, it's just.
And then he gets like the flashback of Reiner telling him to look out for Levi.
Yes.
Like look out for Levi. Like I don't even like Levi that much, but it's like it's like look out. Meanwhile, inside the city, we have the thunder spears. That's what they call them, right? What's the word? Like you know how the show has always just been like extremely satisfying. Like every hit has a sound effect that goes along perfectly with it.
The thunder spears are like
the thunder spears are like the perfect embodiment of that.
They are.
It's literally like a missile, except it like sticks in the thing.
Yeah.
And they pull the thing out. It's like it makes the pull out sound, and then it's like yes. So yeah, like when they both stick into Reiner's eyes, I was like yes, stab into his eyes, explode in his eyes.
I'm scared. And then also, I forgot to say this earlier, but we forgot to talk about how like Armin realized that like they're hiding inside the walls.
Yeah, Armin had he's being even more smart now.
Yeah.
I like how like even at the start of this, it seemed like Erwin had noticed that Armin was like he would be like a good successor kind of, and he's like giving more leadership roles to Armin, even though Armin is like not prepared at all for it.
Do you remember like the group project joke I made during that?
Yeah.
It wouldn't really make sense if I didn't explain it, but I'm not explaining it, but it makes sense if you. It makes sense.
You just had to be there.
Yeah.
Reiner's like he like almost dies, but then he doesn't.
Yeah.
But Colossal Titan, he uses too much steam and he gets real skinny. And then Armin, being the smart man he is, he gets the plan to sacrifice himself.
Yeah. Okay.
But Eren like beating the dude is hype.
It is so satisfying when like he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Armin. I guess you're dead now." And then he's like, "Wait a minute, that's hardening, Eren." And then like they show like Eren not in his Titan form, but just Eren.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Got ya!" Like he literally says that, and then he's like. I love that. And then like he pulls him out and he's just like, ah, but yeah, it's just
okay.
But then like we get back to the sad moment and like Eren's like, I knew you were more of a hero than anyone else, and it's really sad.
And that gets to like the big hard decision of this, you know? Because at first it's like Eren has Armin on the roof And meanwhile, the other people have the thing with them, the syringe, the heroin, and they go find. I think it's Mikasa, right? She finds Armin.
Yeah, and then like the way that they like, she was like fine 2 seconds ago when she was talking to Jean and like John and Hanji, and then like the way they just like transitioned to it through like her crying, it's cool. Yeah.
And she instantly fires the flare up to kill whoever it was.
But then weird long faced comes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, and Levi almost gives the heroin to Eren. He's like, yeah, there's no one else here.
Yeah, but he's like
But he's hesitant because he's like, Erwin's not here though. So, but then, it's like it seems like that's just gonna be okay. Armin's gonna be a Titan now, I guess. He's gonna get healed. But then, weird hair guy shows up with Erwin, and then right when Levi sees that, he instantly like pulls the syringe back, and it's like, oh no, this is gonna be a hard decision.
Okay, can I say something about?
Eventually, Levi does decide that Armin should do it, and Erwin gets one last like thing. He raises his hand, like he's in the classroom, right? He's like, teacher, why, or like, how do we not know there are humans outside the walls? I think that's what he says, right?
Yes, like, and he's just like, well.
And so it's like, oh, that's what he asked his dad before his dad got CIA'd.
Yeah, because it's usually just you can't hear what he's saying.
But that whole scene is real sad and real intense and emotional. Reiner's buddy gets eaten. It's like, yes, get eaten. But Reiner escapes because he got picked up by the weird-looking Titan.
Yeah. Oh wait, we didn't talk about. Okay, so I said this in the tier list, but like the scene where like that guy that you know his name, that Hanji is always with when he dies. That was really sad.
Yeah, when Hanji was talking about how like she has seen like lots of friends die.
Yeah.
And then it shows that guy. It's like, oh no, he died.
Yeah, we're not gonna get him. When like she experiments on her next Titans, we're not gonna get him hear stuff like Section Commander, what are you doing and stuff.
Sad.
It is. It's really sad.
Is so sad.
That was literally one of my favorite duos of the show.
So at this point, there's like how many people? There's the 2-3 friend groups. So that's 6 people.
Yeah. Wait, should we say who is in them?
Yeah. So it's Sasha, Connie,
and John,
and then Eren, Mikasa, and Armin.
Yeah.
And we have Levi, Hanji.
And
And the weird hair guy.
Yeah.
And
so, then, like,
so there's literally like 9 people in the scouts at this point. And so that's real sad because literally like almost everyone is dead, including Erwin. He finally died.
I kind of hope that Hish joins the scouts.
Who? Hitch? Oh, yeah.
But like I'm also kind of glad that she didn't join them at first, because then she probably would have died.
would have died.
Yeah.
There.
But at least she would have died by Marlowe's side, and maybe they would have admitted their romantic feelings. So she lost Annie and him. That's so sad.
No, Annie's like still alive though. She's just like in the thing.
But like she just kind of lost it because like it's like they like can't meet up. Yeah.
But yeah, the next thing that happens is the basement. They finally go in the basement.
Finally, and they got books. The secret to the world is reading. That's how you defeat the Titans.
The real secret was the friends we made along the way. But what actually happens in the basement is they reveal the history of the world. So basically, all the people were like trapped on like an island, which is the place with the walls, right?
Yes.
And so the people in the country that like made them go over there, the country is called like Marley.
Yeah,
it's like
I don't really know.
It's kind of a
Does
strange
it still
name.
exist? Because like when they went there at the end of season 3.
Yeah, there were no people on the wall.
Yeah. So did they all die or something?
Maybe they only show up there like when they're kicking people off the wall or something.
Oh, I see.
He's like, it'd be kind of boring to just like stand up there. You know?
Yeah.
But the Marley people, they turn people into Titans.
Yeah.
And like.
They're also more technology advanced.
Yeah, they have guns. Whoa.
And they have like that.
Well, they have guns.
They have like one of the like whale. Like,
oh my god, the Zeppelins.
Yeah, and like photographs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So is the reason why the Marley people like turn people into Titans to like keep the people trapped there?
I guess.
Is that why they're doing it?
It's also, I just think they don't like people of Ymir. Like, what did they call them? It was like.
The
Eva something? I don't know.
Like the subjects of Ymir. I think
Yeah.
that's what they say.
Yeah.
But they're all like the Eldians.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They say like the Eldians are the people who can turn into Titans, right?
Yeah.
So
The people
so
of
they
Ymir.
they
Yeah.
inject the heroin into
There's like
their
2 names.
into their the
heroin.
spine. That's an interesting way to take heroin. I'll
That
have to
probably
try that at
really
some
hurts.
point. I'm guessing that is the reason why they turn people into Titans. It's to trap to keep the people trapped. Right?
Yeah. Like on the. Are you talking about the people like that? Like
The people in the walls.
the people on that side of the wall, or the people on that side of the wall?
There's
Like the
an
people,
island,
the
just
people
anyone
that
on the island.
the people that the show is about, or the people
Yes.
that live in Marley.
Because Marley isn't connected to there. It's
Okay,
a
yeah,
different
yeah,
island.
I got it. That's what I thought it was.
Unless can Titans swim? Is that a
I
thing?
hope not, because like when I was watching the show with someone,
Well,
like,
they did say
they
that
said, why don't they create boats and go to the middle of the ocean or something?
they did say that
Yeah.
the Titans were like weirdly like light.
Yeah.
Like I think Hanji said that at some point.
Yeah.
She like holds one of their arms.
So would they just like sink?
No, that would probably mean
Oh,
they
wait,
float
yeah.
better. But meanwhile, on the island, whoever like the founder Titan people are,
Mm-hmm.
they like want to keep the Eldians there so that like there's peace,
Yes.
right? Is that
yeah.
the reason?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Okay, you watched this 3 times.
I did. I think it's funny how Eren said it's like, I come from a faraway land.
So it seems like Eren can like touch people, and then
Mm-hmm.
he gets like their memories or something.
Yeah.
But like
He can specifically control the Titans. So, I mean, no, he can control the Titans like when he touches someone of the royal family, though.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
because I didn't realize this while I was watching it. I just read it on the Wikipedia page. It said that like he touched the Smile Titan, who's actually Dinah,
Yeah.
and that made him able to control the other Titans. But I'm guessing the other people don't know that's why he was able to do it, right?
Yeah.
And that's why
Because
he
he
says
didn't want to hurt his
yeah he says he
Historia.
doesn't want to say it because the military would do stuff to Historia.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that was why. I was like, what?
Yeah. He just stood up and he's like, it can't be.
Yeah.
And like, there was like, he's going through a phase.
But it sounded like Hanji like understood
Yeah.
or something.
Maybe.
She's like, oh, I see.
Yeah, but then she was like, he's going through a phase.
Yeah.
Also, like, we should talk about, like, the thing where, like, okay, do you remember in the Assassination Classroom video, we talked about how, like, it's a problem where, like, parents try to, like, do stuff to, like, their children, like, recreate their, like...
Yeah.
So, like, that was, like, kind of explored in the show with, like, Eren and Eren's dad and Zeke.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Eren's dad's dad does the thing where he's like explaining
Yeah.
the world, but then
Yeah.
Eren's dad does the same thing but with the opposite
Yeah.
ideas.
And then Zeke's like, my parents are psychopaths
Yeah.
or something.
Does the
And
thing
then he
from
becomes a
1984.
monkey. And like, remember he said the thing to Eren, he was like, one day I will come and rescue you. Because, and then he was like, and then he was also like, your dad brainwashed you or something. And like, I think it was cool how they showed that like thing where like they showed like how alike he looks to Eren's dad. Like when he showed, I don't know if you remember this, but they showed like a thing where like they like, when he was telling Eren that he would rescue him, like they did a thing where like they showed 2 pictures of like Eren's dad and then Zeke and then went like the back and forth thing. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I'm not sure, but also the military guy who was actually the owl. His name is Eren Kruger. Like
Yes, that was
I
cool.
was like, wow, his name's Eren.
Yeah, I didn't notice that until I was watching it with you for
Really?
Yeah. I also didn't really notice the owl thing either.
Even though that was like a
Yeah.
thing they okay. Does Eren only get the ability to control the other Titans when he touches a person
Someone-
from the royal family, or
I'm
like
pretty sure, yes.
does he get the ability like once he has touched someone? Like does he always have that ability?
I'm
now?
pretty sure it's like when he touches someone. Of,
So
like,
so
the
he has to
royal
be like
family.
touching Historia.
Yeah.
Or someone. So after that, everyone else is pretty happy. They're like they clear out all the Titans. Then they finally go to the beach, and it's like it seems like they just really put like the rest of the budget that was left over into just making the beach scene really pretty.
Yeah, I understand why though.
Because like it suddenly just gets all like shiny and there's a bunch of sparkles
I feel
and
like
stuff.
I feel like that scene where like they show like the past of like Eren and the owl though, like that sunset scene is really pretty though.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the background specifically though, the clouds. But yeah, the back to the sea scene, the sea,
The oceans.
the ocean.
Everyone is happy
Except for
at this part,
Eren.
except Eren, because Eren's like, there's
He's
a
like-
whole nother country
Yeah.
across the ocean that wants to kill all of us.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, he has like all of those memories in his brain now.
yeah, because he knows everything that happened to his dad.
Yeah, so that probably messes with his mind too.
So
I think the scene where like Mikasa and Armin smile at each other is really cute though. Like it's like
so yeah, that's like how the season ends.
Yeah.
Eren's like,
向こうにいる敵全部殺せば俺たち自由になれるのか
if we just kill all those people over there, will we be free?
Yeah.
It's like, whoa. At this point, I'm kind of like not sure where the theme is going because I said earlier that I thought the theme was like,
There's also a time jump in season 4.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how many years it is, but like I just know that it's a thing.
Okay, but
Yeah.
so earlier I said that I thought the theme was going to be like that we should have hope that humanity will be peaceful. When it just seems like it was them alone in the walls, it seems like once they got free, they would just go back to killing each other, right? That's what that's why the God Titans keep them in there. They want to keep all humanity united inside the walls.
Yes.
Under fear of getting attacked, because that's like what they think the only way to get peace for humanity is.
Yeah.
But now we know like there's another country that like wants to exterminate them,
Yeah, which is
And-
kind of scary.
but like
And they have technology.
I guess the theme could still be a thing, but like now it just I'm not sure how much sense it makes in context anymore.
We will see.
Yeah.
I have 2 edits that I'm gonna show.
But I guess I'll have to wait till
Oh, look at this meme.
Stop. I'm
No,
talking. I guess I'm gonna have to wait. Probably when I watch next season, I'll understand what the message is. Because right now it's kind of I'm just confused at what like the point is, you know. Favorites / least favorite characters.
How many favorite characters can we say?
Limit it to like 6 or something.
Okay.
So I wrote down some characters that like really stood out in this season. Armin is one. Him becoming more of like a leader, and he's still being smart and stuff, and he sacrifices himself. That stuff is cool. And we also have Historia, her becoming
Historia, all caps.
yeah, her becoming like a queen. Literally. That part is just like really cool.
Her development throughout the seasons, like just from being like a cute side character, is like cool. Like how like in season 1 they would just be like a goddess or something.
Yeah.
And then she's like actually a goddess.
I still like Eren, especially how he's like he's not sure what is going to happen in the future now.
Yeah.
Kind of like how I don't know what the point of it is
Yeah.
right now. Like, I guess maybe that's like it's like on purpose that the theme is kind of confusing now because Eren is very confused.
Just
at what's
wait
going
until
to
the
happen.
trailer.
Okay, but Sasha is still good. She goes off in the season
Meat.
when she's eating that meat.
We needed the hungry Sasha scenes again.
Yes. She was so powerful.
She
they needed
was.
to tie her up
Yeah.
and knock her out.
Yeah. When Connie was like, I think she might be unconscious, but she's still moving.
I talked about this in the tier list video, but this season I realized that Erwin is just Levi, but like more unique and better. And Erwin is my favorite character of the show.
Yeah,
Because,
I know. But he's dead now.
Yeah, he died and was
Yeah.
sad. But he died doing the most Erwin thing yet, which was doing this suicide charge to get Levi to kill the monkey.
Monkey.
Because that was the only thing they could do, and that's all that Erwin ever does. He realizes the only good option, or the best bad option that they can do.
Was to charge.
Yeah, and he always does that throughout the entire
Advance.
show. Yeah. Also in this season, the last characters I want to talk about is Marlo and Hitch. This was a thing that happened in this season, and it made me want it to happen, but then Marlo died.
He still thought about her right before he died, though, so that's basically endgame.
Like when he was thinking about her right before he died, I was like, there's no way they can kill him. And then they showed,
and then
like,
he got hit by a rock.
Yeah, a rock hits like part of his face, and it's like, oh, that's death.
Yeah.
My least favorite character is probably the government, because the government is always bad.
I was scared you were gonna say like an actual character.
Both the government inside the walls and the government in Marley, because the government is always bad. What about you? I wonder what McKenna's gonna say.
Who was my favorite character in Attack on Titan? Mikasa.
I was trying to do a plot twist there. Like, I wanted people to think I was gonna say Eren.
So, Mikasa, Historia. I mean, Ymir wasn't really in this season. She's dead.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so Mikasa, Historia, Eren, Levi, Armin, Erwin, John, Sasha, Connie.
I think you've gone over the limit.
I'll stop now.
Who's your least favorite character?
That guy who said it was fun to watch cruel things happen. Like the guy who fed Eren's dad's sister to the dogs.
Uh-huh.
And
the government is always bad.
I literally was smiling when he got eaten by that Titan.
Next is episodes. For part 1, I wrote down episode 10, which is called Friends. It's the one that has the Kenny backstory.
Yes.
That's
your favorite one? Okay.
I don't know if that one's my favorite though. I thought I wrote down different ones, but I really liked the episode, which is like the final battle against the big ass Titan.
Big ass Titan. My favorite one is like the one where like they have the where like it's like basically like that battle in the underground thing. Like when they start and like they do the smoke thing and like Sasha's like
really cool.
fire arrow. But yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I thought every episode in part 1 was good.
Yeah. Just like Historia storyline and like everything.
Yes.
It's like amazing.
For part 2, I thought every episode up to like the part where they like start revealing the history was really good. Like especially episodes 4, 5, and 6 of part 2, which the episode 4 is called Perfect Game. It's the one which has the charge. Monkey knows baseball.
Yeah.
And so he kills everyone, and that part is just really sad.
Yeah.
And then episode 5 is called Hero, which has the Armin sacrifice, which is also really sad. And then episode 6 is called Midnight Sun, which I think is my favorite episode of like the whole show. It's the one where they're arguing over who to save with the Titan heroine. Part 2, I didn't really like the backstory episodes that much.
Yeah, those were kind of boring.
I thought
that's
they were
why
kind
it
of
took me like 3 times to rewatch it to finally see what they were talking about.
Yeah, and it's like a lot happens in them.
Yeah.
So. But
like during that, I was literally like just in. It was back when I could like only watch it on my phone because everyone else was using stuff where the Wi-Fi was off on the other things. So like I was just kind of like daydreaming in my room throughout that basically. But I finally paid attention.
Like I think those episodes are probably my least favorite. But like I feel like they really could have an easier way to get across the themes that I was talking about earlier is just in the basement there's like
books.
There's something like a history textbook.
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm saying they could have done.
Yeah.
There could have just been like one history textbook that just says like every war in human history, and they learn about how so many people have died in conflicts, and they're like, should we actually free ourselves from the Titans or something? And they're like, yeah, we should because humanity we have hope or something.
We gotta bring back society, or society already kind of is a thing. Modern society.
But I guess this setup of more stuff outside of the walls of whatever island they're on. Yeah. That will probably lead to something.
What if like on like the other side of the earth or something like this is going on right now though? You never know. You never know.
Predictions for the future. You actually have to predict things this time because you haven't watched.
I
the next
definitely
season.
haven't seen a bunch of manga spoilers.
Maybe you shouldn't say anything then.
No, but I'm not gonna. I'm like, there's still some stuff that I don't know.
Okay, so I only wrote down 2 things here, but I'm pretty sure both of them are like invalid based on what I've heard from you. Like one of them was blonde shirtless glasses guy.
What about him?
I was saying why I thought we were gonna learn like why he's fighting the place he's from because I thought he was Erwin's dad. But according to you, he's not Erwin's dad. That prediction is not valid anymore because he's not Erwin's dad. And I thought Ymir was gonna be a character again, but apparently Ymir is dead.
Yeah.
So
She got eaten.
yeah, apparently that happened.
She did.
Those were both of my predictions, and now I just don't have anything.
I feel like a lot of people are gonna die in season 4. Like, okay, and then also, I feel like there's gonna be like some edgy Eren moments.
Wow, what a prediction.
And then maybe, just maybe, Mikasa will confess her love for Eren to Eren. Maybe, just
perhaps.
maybe. And I want to see more like Armin smart moments and just like Historia being like, I want to see more moments of her like being the queen, you know, like a leader. And like, I want them to let Historia go back on the battlefield, to be honest, kind of. Because like, that's kind of like a cool thing where like the queen like actually goes into battle.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just, I would love to see it.
Let's see. They're gonna fight Reiner. Reiner has to have like a final battle, and the Monkey.
There's like
Monkey Titan.
I know that not Eren, sorry. So Eren's hair gets longer, and then Armin and Mikasa, their hair gets shorter.
Okay. So what would you score
10
it?
out of 10.
Wow.
I love this with all my heart.
I'd give both of these parts 9 out of 10, which is higher than I've been giving the show. It's just like super hype, super emotional, and a super big payoff to like the other seasons.
Yeah.
I thought part 1 was really good. Like every episode was solid, but it just isn't like incredible, you know, because they haven't like given the message or anything yet. And then part 2 had like even bigger emotions, but then I thought the backstory stuff was kind of boring, and then it still hasn't like revealed what the final message is yet. But it seems like it's still like really building towards the final season, and it's doing a good job of doing that.
Yeah,
So,
I am ready.
so yeah, 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna be sad when it's actually out and over though.
Shows we are currently watching.
Well, I just finished Shikami ga Kill. Disgusting. And I'm gonna start Angels of Death soon. Chris is starting Charlotte tomorrow because I'm making him.
I'm still watching Gaku Garashi and Psychopaths. I started season 2 of Sword Art Online. And I also started Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex today. So yeah, the next video... but like, I don't need to say that in the video. I'll just end it now. Attack on Titan was good.
Goodbye!
Oh god, an hour 20 minutes.
It's gonna go by really quickly.